Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down. Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher and higher. We can go until the morning glow. We can go higher and higher. Before I was found, I felt like I could drain the ocean. Before I was found, I didn't wanna breathe out. Now my soul beats the sound.
What's up guys, Top Notch here, and we are back with another bike build. I honestly did not think this was going to be happening so quick, but things just kind of fell in the right place at the right time, and we've got ourselves a new gen bike. Right behind me we got a 2013 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6r, and I finally took it out for a test ride yesterday, and oh my gosh, let me tell you, it is one of the smoothest bikes I have ever ridden in my life. The throttle response is 100% there. There's no bog. The letting out on the clutch takes like no effort whatsoever. They keep saying that the F4i is really the easy bike, F4 easy, whatever you want to call it, but honestly, this thing pretty much wheelies itself. You just have to hang on and enjoy the ride. Just like in my F4i build video, I want to go over all the parts that I put on this bike and the companies that have helped me out. So we'll start off at the front and work our way towards the back. Alright, up front, I went ahead and did powder coat on the wheels. This is a really nice red, I can't remember the name, but we put the new Super Chrome 2 on it, and it came out super awesome. It almost looks anodized. This was done by Illusion Concepts here in Las Vegas. Super great guy, kind of hard to take seriously sometimes, but when it comes down to his work, he doesn't mess around, and his stuff comes out top notch. Give you a shot of it real quick. Alright, up next we got the EBC rotors. You know I gotta have those on my bike. These are the EBC front V rotors for the 2013 Cowie. They are super touchy, super aggressive. They are on these brand new Nissan calipers with double HH pads from EBC as well, the centered pads. The EBC centered pads with the V rotor combo is super aggressive on the front end. I enjoy it a lot. It has really helped me on the F4i, and just testing it out yesterday on the Cowie. It's awesome. Just got to warm up the brakes a little bit more and set them in, and those will be good to go. I've got Hale Performance brake lines pushing the fluid to the calipers, and I went ahead and went with some white ones. I'll show you on the rear when we get there, but yeah, the Hale lines are awesome. Never had an issue with them. I went ahead and did the stock front master. It seems to be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it until I feel like it's not good enough anymore. You know I had to have the SS Moto front triple. The SS Moto front triple is awesome. This one I have with the risers pushed forward so you can run the stabilizer. I don't have the stabilizer once again because those are like $500-600 bucks, and I got the money right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go without that at the meantime. But having the bars pushed forward, I feel like really helps you be able to throw your legs through the bars and really enjoy these tank tricks. The fitment of this SS Moto triple fits like a glove. It goes right on. You got no issues of having to try to tweak your forks or anything like that. Over here to the clutch, we've got the Elite Mototech 2-finger lever. Got the same one on my F4i. If you guys have felt it on the F4i, it honestly feels even better on this bike, and I didn't think that was possible. So Elite Mototech is absolutely killing it with these levers, and they've been supporting me this whole time, so once again, we appreciate it, guys. Yes, I know I have dirt bike bars on a street bike. I honestly will admit that I don't really like the look of it very much. but for the performance wise of it and what I like to do on the bike, this is what suits me best, and you're gonna have to get used to these dirt bars, sorry. Next we'll go over to the tank. The tank is awesome. You know, I had to go through Graveyard again. This is, I think, my 3rd tank through Graveyard. This is awesome. There's so much space on the top of the bike to move around on. It's a lot bigger than the F4i tank and a lot more flat in the middle. I had my buddy here in Las Vegas, Ivan, straight up 187 on Instagram. He is actually a really good painter, so I had him color match the tank to the fairings, and I actually had him bondo the edges so you don't really see the welds too much. Graves, your welds were awesome, but I wanted to make it look more OEM, and I think we did a great job with that. So you guys both killed it, and I appreciate the help. Thank you guys. Alright, we're coming down to the cages here, the protection for the bike. You know what it is, it's Cox Stunt Parts. It's the only thing I'm gonna rock with. Been rocking with him for 3.5 years, almost 4 years now, pretty much since I started riding. And he's been supporting me for about 3 years now, so another guy I could not be doing it without. Supports me to the fullest, lets me go stay at his house for a week, take over all his shit, so I appreciate that. I love coming out there to that small town, man, and once again, the support is awesome from you guys, the whole team over there at Cox. But this is the Cox mini cage for the 2013 Kawi. I really like the look of it, the aesthetics of it and everything. Goes on super easy. You just bolts onto the motor mount here, and then you got a crossbar going up top here, and then right through the, you got all thread going right here through the swing arm bolt. Fits like a glove, very strong. I do have this on my stock frame, so I'm not sure how long my frame is gonna last, but we're gonna go ahead and send it anyways, and pray for me that we get at least a couple months out of it, because that would be awesome. Also, I'm running the stock subframe right now, which I know is a big no-no. I haven't really done anything too crazy yet, but I know it's not gonna last too long. Down here to the exhaust, I am running a mid-pipe with a Yoshimura carbon fiber exhaust. It's awesome, it's super quiet, it's very similar to the stock sound, so very stealth-like in the lot, not too excessive or anything like that. Going back up top to the seats. These awesome seats here are made from a good buddy, known him since Oklahoma. I moved to Vegas, he moved to Phoenix, still kept in a lot of contact. These seats are freaking awesome right here. Super high quality. He can do whatever you want. If you want the high buildup, if you want the hard foam, any of that stuff, he can do it. I just had to put some hard foam on the rear seat and on the back where I step. Everything else is stock OEM how I wanted it. I don't really think the buildup is necessary, but some people like it, some people don't. It's kind of what you want to rock. I have him on the F4i as well. He did my banana seat. I've been jumping all over that thing like a ninja, and no rips or anything, no tears, still solid. I had him do hard foam on the tail of that as well, and it feels great. The hard foam isn't getting relaxed or anything like that. It's still super stiff. Alright, down here to the rear. Now don't make fun of me because I'm just testing this out and I got a shitty R6 caliper on there, so. But I am rocking, of course, the SS Moto triple cal bracket. You gotta love it. Super aggressive. It's on the 310 mil rotor. Scott is making these rotors in-house now, and they're freaking awesome. I have one on my F4i. Bites like no other. I love it. Glad he's making these in-house. The other ones he made were good, but they would get a little loose sometimes. I will say the rivets would come loose, but these things, they've been staying solid. I'm doing the 3 Nissan calipers. I just haven't got them yet, so bear with me. It's gonna look a lot better. If you run an SS Moto bracket, you know how easily these things go on. You don't have to fight your wheel and the bearings or anything like that. I've had some other brackets in the past, and I've spent hours trying to get my damn rear wheel on, and it's very frustrating. So it's nice to have this thing go on like butter. And this right here is the tab saver for the swing arm, which I'm glad that he has those. It's a great thing to have on there if you're doing a lot of clutch work in the lot, because I guarantee you'll rip that tab off ASAP. For the rear sub cage, I have got the Cox Euro bend sub cage. Don't know the angle. Whatever angle it is, I absolutely love it. I have it on my F4i as well, and it's really great for the blindside tricks, even the Ralph Lauren, anything like that. Any type of peg trick, it's great. For my sprocket setup, I went with a 62 in the rear, down 2 up front. I know that's kind of aggressive, but I strictly do lots and I want the power to be there all the time. Alright, and last but not least, the fairings. I went with ABS fairings. I bought this bike all stock, but I wanted to do some cool fairings, so I hit up ABS fairings and they worked with me a little bit on setting up this bike. I got an awesome color to kind of go with my F4i scheme, and I really set this up to match one of my helmets, but if you saw in Houston, I hit my head pretty damn hard with that helmet, so I went ahead and retired it so nothing else happens in the future. So unfortunately, it doesn't really go with any of my helmets anymore, but I still really enjoy the look, and the color is freaking awesome. You can't beat that color. It's a very nice blue, and I'm still kind of going for that whole Red Bull vibe, so both of my bikes are set up like that now. These ABS fairings went on very well. The fitment is pretty damn good. I'd say it's a 9 out of 10. There's a few little things in the front end which might be on my end. I'm not really putting everything back together right, but I'm very pleased with how it all looks, and I think it's really turned out great. I've really got to shout out my sponsors. They've helped me set up 2 bikes now to get them with some of the best parts on it. Cox, SS Moto, EBC, Hail Performance, Elite Moto Tech, Graveyard Customs, all killer, no filler seats. Who else am I missing? MV Legal, which you guys don't really see, he's behind the scenes, but MV Legal has been a very big help to me this past year. Craze also. Craze, you're a great dude, man. Thank you for everything you've done. Streets love us. Streets love us. Mr. Roy Garcia. This is actually who I bought this bike from in Houston. Gave me the freaking deal of a lifetime, which is why I have this bike now. And thank you, dude. I know you really didn't want to sell it, but look at you now. You're on a 2020, so thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to EBC and Hail Performance brake lines for supporting me on all my brake setup, the rotors, the pads, the lines. Scott has been a great supporter of me for the past like 3 years now, I believe. And yeah, once again, couldn't do it without him as well. I have some of the best parts on my bike, and I'm very happy to represent.